Good morning again, everybody. I just did a video for little Jake, my kitten number one. I have two little boy kittens right now. This is Elwood. Are you hungry, Elwood? Are you starving? Tell him. I'm super hungry. So I'm going to have him go potty really quick. They have to, I take Kleenexes and I just stimulate their little bottoms so that they can go potty. I don't know why kittens are that way. Somebody just asked me that yesterday. The only thing I can think of that makes sense is that their mothers have to stimulate them to go potty. And it may be a survival mechanism to allow for mom to decide when they go potty so that that smell is only made in certain areas for predators. I don't know, to keep predators away when they're tiny. But anyway, little Elwood is almost finished going potty. It's that grosses some people out. I don't get why that's gross, because they're babies, for goodness sake. They have to go potty. Who cares? It's not gross to me. Okay, these are some good eating boys. This is Elwood. You gonna eat? You gonna show the people how nice you eat? They can be a little bit aggressive when they eat, which is good because they are predators. So there's little Elwood taking his bottle. They're just the sweetest little things. Now you can tell his little face is still dirty. They still have some spots on them that are dirty. And oh my goodness, he's collapsing the bottle. I love that. Good job, Elwood. Good job. Good boy. They were very dirty. They've only been with me for a little bit less than a week. And the reason they're not perfectly clean is because you can't just scrub them and scrub them and scrub them, because you can cause problems. They can get too cold. They can, their skin can dry out or get irritated. So, Elwood, my goodness. You drank that so fast you might not be able to drink anymore. My goodness. Anyway, so they will get more baths and will get cleaner as we go. There's Elwood. Oh, he's so good boy. I talk like a moron when about these babies. But anyway, he'll get cleaner. They'll both get cleaner. But I can only wash them so much without hurting them. So a little bit of dirt is better than getting them sick. So there is. Those are the Blues Brothers. It's Joliet Jake and Elwood Blues. So anyway, there they are, rooting, making all kinds of good noises. It'll be awkward, but I'm gonna put them down and let them have their exercise time, because I think that's important. Hi, sweetie. They even purr, and at this age, they're only about a week old. At this age, they even roll over on their backs, and they'll let me scratch their little bellies, and they actually begin to groom at this age, which I think is amazing because they're just tiny, So anyway, sorry, very awkward. What you doing? What you doing now? What you doing, Jake? Huh? What are you doing? You coming up here to see me? I love that sound. I love that baby sound. Are you rooting? Well, I guess he, being Mr. Dominant Kitty, sorry, terrible camera work, I know. I think Jake climbed up here. Are you still hungry, Mr. Jake? Crooked camera, hard to photo by yourself while you're taking care of a couple of kittens. There you go. He is a big eater. They both are. I'm proud of them. Like I said in the first video, you never know about these little guys. Only 1 in 10 of these guys survive, but I think these two are both very healthy, and the reason is because they were able to be with their birth mother until they were about a week old. Their eyes were open when they got to me, and their little umbilical cords were long gone. So They are just healthy as they can be. I think they're going to do fine. You are a big eater, Jake. I like it. While they're out, during feeding time, I do make sure that they go potty a couple times, and then I also make sure that they get some time to walk around and exercise and practice walking and doing things that they'll do when they're big kitties. And we also do a lot of petting and scratching and rubbing ears and that kind of thing. We also do some brushing sometimes with a toothbrush. I can't replace what their mom would give them because I'm not a cat, but I just do the best I can. But mostly, honestly, you feed them and you love on them a little bit and you make sure they went potty, get them a little bit of exercise. The whole process takes about 15 minutes. Then you put them back to bed for at least another 4 hours. I always say they're building a cat, and that takes a lot of food and a lot of sleep. So you're building a kitty, Jake. Takes a lot of formula, doesn't it? A lot of sleep. Okay, now we call this stage the belly check. We like to check bellies. Love, 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 love. And I love to look at their full bellies. Look at Jake's belly. Do you think it's full? He's shaped like a little pear. I love that. I don't know if you can see it as well as we. Oh, good burp, Jake. See his fat little belly. I love that. See, he's still got a little dirt down there too. But that's okay, baby. We'll get you another bath. We will. I'm going to get Elwood and see if he wants some more food. Love, 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 love. We do a lot of this. Just a lot of, actually, they'll scratch you because they can't bring their claws back into their hands like grown kitties can. So I just put them up here and do a lot of this kind of loving and talking whenever they're out, because I can't, like I said, I can't do exactly what their mama would do, but I know that she would be licking them and loving on them. And they actually purr. I don't know if you can hear that. I find that amazing that they purr at such a young age. Okay, Jake, you go do some exercising. You want to try again, Elwood? Brothers, Jake and Elwood. I love the Blues Brothers. Whoops, I don't know if you guys watched the Blues Brothers when you were younger, but I did. Here you go, Elwood. Come on, it's okay. It's a little bit of an awkward way that we're doing this today, but that's okay. We got experience, don't we, buddy? Good job. You're not hungry? Maybe it's because you collapsed the bottle and filled up your belly super fast, didn't you? Oh, we're going to have a little bit more. A little bit. A little bit more nursing. Elwood. You're a cute boy. Now, when these guys are finished with bottles, and they start to eat regular kitten food and drink water, that face, I'm telling you, I'm a slave. I'm a slave to this face. This tiny baby. Anyway, when I have a couple of shelters that I work with, and I know it. Like I said, I got to cover myself up because I'm many, many, many times covered in scratches no matter how hard I try. Anyway, I have a couple of shelters that I work with, and so when these guys are finished with bottles and finished, when they're big enough to go and be adopted, I have a couple of shelters that I work with. I used to be able to find homes on my own, but then I haven't been able to as well lately, and frankly, the shelters I work with are really good, and I like it that they are able to follow up with the kittens and make sure that they all get spayed and neutered and all that stuff. I mean, I can let somebody adopt a kitten and say, oh, please make sure they get spayed and neutered and all that stuff, but I mean, I can't follow up legally in the way that the shelters can, and so I prefer for them to do the adoption process. And if for some reason our babies don't get homes, they are always welcome to come back and stay with us forever. But we can't keep all of them because that would make for a very unhealthy house. But look at those faces. Look at them. They're so nice babies. Oh, Jake, are you beating up your brother? Okay. Okay. So, that's my very unprofessional video about kittens. Say goodnight, Jake and Elwood. They're going back to bed. I know it seems mean to put them right back to bed, but you can kind of tell. These are sleepy babies. And they have to, that's how they grow. You just feed them, exercise, make sure that they go potty, and they go right back to bed. They have a little, they're here in just a little tote with a Afghan over it. And then I take this little blanket that I use to protect my skin, put that over it too, just so it's a little bit darker. And they have a heating pad inside there. And that way they stay warm enough because they're not quite capable yet of, excuse me, like I said, I've been awake for literally as long as I've been on this video. They're not able to monitor their own, regulate their own body temperature yet. So it's important that they have access to a heating pad at all times because their mother would be their heating pad if they were still able to be with her. So anyway, just straighten this up for the last few seconds. Anyway, thank you very, very much for tuning in, and hopefully I will do a much more professional kitten video in the future. But for now, you got to meet Juliet, Jake, and Elwood Blues. So have a great rest of your day and be safe out there. Bye, guys. Please like and subscribe if you don't mind. I enjoy very much all the time checking in with you guys. Talk soon.